Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at milestonecapitalgrowthportfolio.com. Today is Saturday, March 19th. So, I want to take this time to introduce a tool that we have for anybody who wants it. And the reason we developed this tool, part of options trading or any other kind of trading, is is not just picking the stock and trading the stock or investing in the stock and using technicals or whatever, however you do it, whether it's fundamentals or technical. The biggest part is to always have a plan. And the full plan would include, what are your goals? Okay, you must have goals just like in any kind of job. Okay, you start out in a job, you need to have your goals in order to get your promotion. Or whatever, to move forward in the company or whatever the case may be. So you're always working towards something more, something new, something better. If you're just, you know, listening to everybody on the boards, whatever the case may be, and Tesla's going to the moon, and Apple's going to the moon because CNBC says it, and this one's saying it, and this one's saying it. You still want to have an actual visual and a plan of attack, and what is your goal? And how do you plan your goals? If you don't plan your goals, then you're pretty much just going by hope. So if you're not looking for a stop, or if you're not looking for what your profit margin is, you're just going to ride it to the moon. That's what you have to think about. So what we've done is created something for our members, for ourselves, um, and for anybody who really wants it. But I just want to run through it because the importance of planning is, for me, very, very important. And my stops and my targets and whatever the case may be, especially with options. With options, they're very dangerous, and you can really, you know, either make a lot of money or lose a lot of money really, really quick. So it's very important to make sure that you have the right tools to plan properly. So with this here, I just want to explain this real quick. So this is our trade tracker. And this trade tracker is set up for options. If you need one for stocks, we can do that also, or you can just basically change this around the way you want it. So in here, all you're gonna do is put your ticker. Okay, well, so we're just gonna make stuff up here. We're gonna do VIX, and we're looking at calls right now. We're going to fill this out one time real quick for you, and then we're going to get into the next sheet here. So your expiration date, let's look at, April 1st for the next expiration, and say you're looking at the 20 strike, okay, and the cost is, say, 30 cents. Okay, so right here, that's what your trade is. So say you even purchased it already, all right? You already went in because of a technical reason. So now come over and fill this out real quick. It'll only take you 2 minutes. This way you could track and see, what you did wrong for the week. And I do this per week. It's very important for me personally, and I'll carry over the ones that I have options for longer periods of times onto the next week. But, so what I need to know right away is, if I fill this out here, VIX, the strike, what I have there, 20 calls or puts. We'll say the calls. All right, and the strike is going to be the 20 strike, and the cost was 30 cents. Okay, so now I have this set up, but I want to know what my goal is for 30%. 30%, and if I come over here to the calls, sell price 30%, right? And I'll explain the 30% in just a few minutes. And the way we're going to use this, okay, and your instructions are right here also, is in order to get 30%, you're looking for, that 30% mark. So if you go to 45, that's 50%. Okay, so if I go to 30, okay, I'm sorry, 30, I'm sorry, 40, okay, you have 33%. Now 33% will even cover the commissions. So either you go 30% or 33%. So you need a 10-cent move here to the upside. If you go into your account now and set that exit at 40 cents, then when that executes, you just made 33% on your money. Okay, and if you're going to do a stop, you want to know what the stop is too. So, I do 20% or 30%, depends on the option, depends on the chart. There are many different things, but everybody can set everything the way they want to fit your own criteria. Okay, so usually at let's see, 15. Whoops. So if we go 0.25, it's going to be 16, so maybe 27 cents, somewhere in that area. Nope, 19. All right, going all over the place here. 24. All right, so now we're going to have these numbers here, and you can go in and set that also. Okay, so it's very important right now. You're in this trade, you know everything, and it's as simple as that. Okay, you have your 30% that you want to make and your 20% stop loss right here. You can go in and set it up in your account, and boom, your trade is done if that's your plan. Now you can, depending on the chart and how your plan is, you could set this up any way you want it. But now we're tracking here, okay, and say we exit at 33. Okay, so we're going to put our 33. If you didn't set your sell and you're watching it, I'm sorry, 43. Okay, so you're 43%. Okay, on your money. So which is great. You got more than what you wanted. Okay, trade's done. All right. So when you have red ones and so on and so forth, what's going to happen is everything for the week is going to give you a tally over here, a full compound for everything for the entire week. Okay, but at least now you have a plan of movement here based on what you're looking for. Now let's talk about the importance real quick of 30%. Okay, and I know there's a little bit extra work, but it's your money. It's important to manage your money because the more you make, the better off you're going to be. The tighter stops you have, the less money you're going to lose. Instead of riding to 150%, 100% down, and then your weeklies expire on you, you don't allow that to happen. You manage your trade. So let's talk about the next tab here in this file. Okay, we're going to talk about this, and this is a 30% target. Okay, and this is our thought process, but it's a great tool for you to track exactly what you're doing and have a plan. Okay, so if you're looking for a 30% compound, all right, and you can put any percent that you want in here, or just change the number and enter your target and weekly return working capital here, and that way these will all adjust for you. So you could put 45% if you want, and you could put $10,000 if you have that. Okay, but we're going to keep it simple real quick during this explanation. We're going to keep that, and we're going to keep this at $500. Nice and simple. So we're going to have 30% for the weekly target percent return and $500 for your starting amount. Just keeping it very simple. On your stops, don't get greedy. Take money each month to pay yourself. Trade like it's a business. Be a professional, plan everything. And of course, compound, compound, compound. Some of the lessons that we've learned and we wanted to share, and having these things in the back of your mind at all times is very, very important. So here's here's how we're going to start this. $500, okay? And these cells are all locked, so nothing's going to get messed up on you. But the cells that you move and change will stay open, of course, for you. So on week one, you have $500, okay? You're looking to make $150 for your 30% return, which will give you 650. That's what your goal is. So here, what we're asking you to do for yourself, okay, is put your actual end of the week total for your account. Okay, so just at the end of the week, what is your total? So with $500, your goal, right, is going to be $150 for the week. Now you can do this by day, you can change this any way you want. Okay, so enter your actual amount and say you made $750. Okay, so you made $100 more, okay, than what your target was, and you're 15% higher, and now your running percent is 50%. Okay, now this is cumulative. So you'll see as we go lower that the different amounts. So if you only made 550, okay, now you're down 100, you're minus 15% from your target, and your running total is 10%. Okay, it's still up because you started with 500, but your target is that 30%. So this is going to give you all of that. So if the next week you make, you know, if your ending account is $700, okay, now you're at 40% and it's compounding as you go. Okay, so in this compound, here's what I want you to take note of that's very, very important. If you're rolling your money each time in a safe trade, something that you planned, and even if it's just one a week, that you wait for that perfect setup and catch that 30%, and the options are liquid enough to you to make the money. Look what happens in 15 weeks on $500. You have $20,000. Okay, look what happens in 20 weeks. You have $73,000. 20 weeks, 5 months, starting at $500. Okay, it's taking greed off the table. It's taking that chasing for the big win. Everybody wants the big win in options. It's taking all of that out of the picture. It's giving you a reality outlook and a plan of attack. Okay, compounding little by little and growing and tracking your results and planning is going to be epic for you. Okay, planning everything. See where your mistakes were. What happened? All right. So very, very important to do this process. Um, I personally feel because when you're planning, hitting targets, hitting goals, your confidence level goes up. And when you see your account going up at the same time and you're paying yourself every month, okay, you're at a point where it's a job and you're creating your paycheck, okay? You're creating your results. And as you see it grow, you get more and more excited about one thing, and that's growing it larger. And by growing it larger, you're going to be much more conservative in what you do and what your goals are and what you're trading. Instead of going for the gold every time, you're going to compound your 30% because in 52 weeks, you're going to be a very, very happy camper. Yes, that's 420 million. Okay, but I understand that you're not going to compound, $67 million dollars in one thing. Um, but it's basically giving you the overview and the plan and the target of a simple 30% each time. Okay, whether you make 17 trades a week or 10 trades a week, whatever the case may be, um, it's going to be a different story. So just this week alone, following my trades, if you started with $10,000 and made all the trades, what would have happened is it would have been $85,000 for a gain of 750%. Okay, because we were 850% for the week. On the trades, we still have open trades, of course, but many trades that I called on WhatsApp were closed down. But that's this week. This week is, it ended March 18th. So, I know this video is going to be out there for quite some time, but I just wanted to show you if you're taking that if you're taking these numbers and actually planning, it's really going to help you see things. Okay, it's going to keep more of a protection on you than you normally would. All right, because it gets exciting when you start to rotate $500 into $3,000 into $8,000 into $30,000. Okay, and you could set this for a week. You're going to say, okay, well, I made $1,000 last week. Let me take 750 of it for a budget for this week, and I'm going to keep the rest of it on the side and then you do it that way. So you're only going to use this 750. So there's many different strategies you can look at to build yourself to that next level and to really plan out what you're doing. And the reason this is so important is because you can go back at the end of the week on Saturday and say, okay, I got, 10 red ones here. Let me see what I did wrong. What did I miss? Okay, and you learn from your mistakes. All right, you didn't honor your stop, whatever the case may be. You didn't take the 30% when you should have. You didn't take 50% off the table at 30% and ride the rest because the chart was still looking good. All right, so you have to figure it all out. And at the end of the week, you have something that you can use to see what you did wrong, see what you did right, and make yourself better for the next week. All right. So if anybody wants this, I'll put my email on this video, and you'll be able to just email me, and I'll send this right out to you, no problem. You'll have this so you can play with it and utilize it as needed. So this is open to everyone. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send it out to you. All right, have yourself a fantastic weekend. I will be setting up a webinar, so hopefully everybody joins that. We're going to look at trend lines and alerting, how to put stops and alert from your charts on TC2000. We're going to work off of that. So I'll put that out later on today, but that'll be tomorrow evening. Everyone have yourself a fantastic weekend. This is Matt from MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com.